How's things? It's really hot in my office, I've just realised. I have also realised the title does come across like she's left me permanently, which, you know, while that would be a gift from the heavens, sadly not the case, unfortunately. So there you go. Also, my subscribers haven't updated. There you go. There you go. Now it's correct. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over to the old camera. I just thought we'd chat for a bit because I don't have anything to do. I mean, I could work on some videos, but I've been doing that non-stop. I kind of just want to not, you know? Just kind of stop and chill out. Hello. There we are. There we go. How's things? Let me turn on the old light so it's a bit better in it in terms of lighting. How's that? We don't want it to be too bright because too bright is too bright, you know? You know what I'm saying? Too bright is too bright. Hello. Hello, everyone, though. We're here now. Everything's good. Everything is good. Do you miss Elva yet? Not anymore. Let me just open the old... And now you can see me when I open this to put the old pipe out the window. Not this pipe. Oh, it's fucking hot in here. Holy shit. Let me just plug this. Actually, hold on. The dog is asleep, but I don't trust him. I really don't trust him. He could get up any minute, come in, bite through my wires. You just don't know. You just don't know. It's unpredictable. Those air conditioners are weird as fuck. I mean, I guess they kind of are, aren't they? My hair is super short, by the way. I got it cut a lot shorter than usual because I'm so sick and fucking tired of dealing with my hair growing out to ridiculous lengths too soon. So I was like, you know what? Let's get it like I did at the start of 2021. So there you go. Right. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear the sound, the music, so I know what's going on. Gamescom stream. Yes, I will be doing a Gamescom stream. It is on the 23rd, right? Opening night live. The 23rd, yes. I'll be doing it. I'll be doing it. I think nothing else happening on the 23rd, is it? Tuesday the 23rd? No, don't think so. I'll be doing it. I'll be doing it. Oh. Sorry, this ain't great. Hang on, let me move this way a little bit. This feels weird. I don't know what's going on. The mic can't pull out far enough. But yes, there are going to be some bits and bobs at Gamescom, so that will be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully you're all doing well and doing nice. Hello to any first-time chatters, by the way, as well. Now that Elva's away, does this mean this is the stream where you buy a bunch of collectibles for the shelves? I would. But there you go. I can't right now. She took all the credit cards with her. Nice epic shelf behind you. Thank you. I have multiple. I realized I showed this in my Splinter Cell video, but like not many people watched it. So, look, see? Multiple shelves with things on. My mum put most of these on the shelves because she was like, no, you've got to put something on the shelves. You can't have blank shelves. I was like, Mum, I'm going to buy something. She was like, no, no. And she went through my cupboard. And so we have Ham here. We have all the Assassin's Creed books. Not all of them. Just 3 of them. We have 3 Witcher books. For some reason. They're in the wrong order, too. We've got Donald Goofy. Ezio. So there's that. And then up here we have... So... I do have 2 bolts. That is something that you may notice. And a Batman thing from the Arkham Asylum Limited Edition collection thing. And a big bear. That came from my grandparents. So, there you go. That's what's on there currently. Although I do need to like put actual stuff on the shelves. Because I feel like that stuff's not really good enough, you know? You know? how do you hang these shelves? My dad did it. I don't really know. It has like the two little fucking things go in the wall, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. My dad did have a bit of trouble putting them up, but my dad has a bit of trouble kind of doing anything, I think. Which is, you know, he'll complain about everything and then still get it done in the end, and it will be completely fine. This kind of sounds like me, actually. Maybe that's where I get it from. You couldn't have made that title a little more concerning. I know, I realise that a lot of people aren't caught up and aren't up to, like, don't follow me on Twitter, or, like, aren't, like, or don't, like, you know, check my Twitter every day to see what I'm tweeting, obviously. So I was like, I just assumed everyone would know what I was saying, but obviously, like, it's not, like, if you don't know that Elva's visiting her family in Ireland, you'd be like, wait, what? Finally, I have a chance. You're Mystic. Can I invade your home place environment? We shall engage in 1v1 direct combat with epic Aiden Pierce as the ref. That sounds pretty good. I like that. I do like direct combat. Getting straight to it, straight to the point. You have a plate that you put on the wall, and the plate holds 2 bars, so you basically slide the shelves onto those 2 bars. That's it. Yeah. So there's like just a flat thing, and you screw that onto the wall, but the flat thing has like bars sticking out of it, and then you put the shelf onto those bars, and it just like is held up. That's how it goes, and it's pretty good. But yes, I'm going to be doing opening night live, for anybody wondering. On the 23rd, I will be doing opening night live. I do, basically, if you see a major event, I'm doing it, alright? I try to tweet out and be like, oh, I'm doing it, guys, so you know. But sometimes I forget. So I'm sorry. But yeah, after the death of her childhood pet fish, Elva's left James due to the grief overtaking her, utterly unable to maintain relationships under such strain. I mean, it's reasonable, it's understandable. That reminds me, the pet fish, if anyone on Patreon has listened to the newest episode of Clubhouse yet, wasn't that fucking mental that we did? So we've started this new segment, for anyone that doesn't know, on As Always. So on our Patreon, on my Patreon, as always, patreon.com/as always, which you should definitely pledge to if you haven't already. It's $1 a month and you get access to all of the content. We start a new series as part of our Clubhouse podcast called As Always Airways. Which, you know, is it the best title? I don't know. I came up with it on the spot and Tyler did not dispute it, so that's what we've gone with. I mean, he did dispute it multiple times and I just pressed for it. But we've started As Always Airways. And we started off, it just happened organically. We visit different places in America on Google Maps. We find like we pick a state, we pick a town in that state, and then we find like the weirdest restaurant we can. And then we go through all of the pictures and we go through the reviews. And then from the reviews, we pick one that we really like a character. And then we click on their profile and we found out you can see all of their reviews on their profile. And not only that, you can see where they left the review. So if it's someone that leaves reviews frequently, and if you're leaving a review, you probably leave them frequently, you can see all of the places they visited and what dates they visited them on. And you can triangulate a location that they are from. And that's not the goal of As Always Airways, but we realized that you can do that as we were looking at this person's reviews. We were like, we can see where this person lives, where they visited on which days. We can make like a 35-mile radius that they probably live in this circle. It's fucking bad, and it's a sort of a public service announcement. Don't leave reviews on Google. Don't do it. People can find out where you live, pretty much. It's not good. Don't do it. But it was funny. Thank you, Slipclip, Dip, Jip, Jip, Nip, Fuck. Thank you so much for the gifted sub there. I appreciate it. But it's a really fun segment where we go through restaurants. Like the first one we went to was a restaurant in Blackfoot, Idaho. The second one was a restaurant in El Dorado, Arkansas. And then just recently, the third one was in, where did we go? Where did we go? I don't remember where we went. It was this town called Logan in... Was it Tennessee? Oh, West Virginia. West Virginia. Yeah. It was West Virginia. Yeah, Logan in West Virginia. And there's a road that got like this winding road that goes through these dense forests, and there is literally 7, 8 churches all next to each other, like, you know, a couple miles apart. Not even a couple miles. It's not even that much of a distance. They're like a couple minutes away from each other, like on this road that winds around, just church after church after church after church, and there's only churches. Like, when you've come across a church, it's just a church. There's just a church and a collection of buildings, like, in the middle of this forest. It's crazy. It's so weird. And it was really creepy. Thank you, by the way, there for the raid, Ludaclips. I mean, I don't know how you did that. You're literally in chat. Yeah. Nonetheless, I feel like anyone could just trigger that, can't they? I don't know.
I have heard the word church many times in the last 20 seconds.
Yes, well, lots of churches. Churches are good. We like a good church. Especially the As Always church. Thank you for the sub, though. I appreciate that. 17 months. Holy shit. That's a few months. Like the Davenport Homestead. Just like the Davenport Homestead. But yeah, do Wisconsin next. It might be one to do. I mean, we said we'll take requests, like, for the, you know, if people say like, oh, you do this state, we'll do it. And then we'll see what we can find. And every time it's funny as fuck. It's such a funny series. It's really good. We've been through the raid thing. Yes, everyone can do it. All right. That's why I changed it to so it's only if someone raids with 2 people or more that it doesn't ding on my screen, right? I'm a Twitch pro. What are you doing today? Not a lot. Well, actually, a lot. I did do a lot today. Pretty tired, actually, all things considered. But there you go. So, you know, do Delaware. What a good state. What a great state. I mean, we would love to go to Alex Raid. But we... yeah, we'd like to go to somewhere else. Like, it'd be nice to move out of America at some point. But like we said, it's got to be somewhere we have a marker for, like, what's good, you know? Like, I feel like it's fair game for us to make fun of America. But, like, can we really make fun of, like, India? I mean, not really, because we don't know what's good and bad, you know? It's like we don't have any actual marker for it, you know? It's like... You don't like, you know? You can't really sit there and be like, oh, this is a bad place, because it's like, well, is it? I don't know. But we could easily do the UK. I think it'd be fun to try Australia. Like, find somewhere out in the middle of nowhere in Australia and be like, we're going to do this one. Go to, like, Scotland. Oh, yeah, well, literally, that's a bit too easy, I think. Because everywhere sucks in Scotland. I've never been. Most of Australia is nowhere. True. Most of it is nowhere. And we'll go out in the middle of nowhere. What are we going to make fun of India? No. No. Luxembourg. Well, you know, I mean, it could work. To Ireland and Docks Elva. 100%. Let's do it. Even though she's not there most of the time. But we can do it. We can do that. But yeah, it's a fun little series. I enjoy it. James actually hates India and thinks it's bullshit, and that's why he thinks he can't do it. Yeah, because it would be too difficult for me to say, like, that something is nice. I'd be like, I can't do it. Because I hate the country so much. Do you think there's any non-English speaking country you could do justice to? Non-English speaking country. France? Like, everyone hates France, right? I feel like that's a thing, isn't it? You know, you could probably, you know, I don't know, what's good French food? You know, fucking baguette. They have big baguettes, don't they? Isn't that French? Oh wait, that's Italian, isn't it? I don't know. What do the French eat? I don't know. I feel like everyone eats. I feel like that's just like normal food, isn't it? That's Italian. I don't know. There's that, because there's that picture of Ezio holding one. That's where I was Oh, it is French. Well, all I remember, I was second guessing myself because there's that picture of Ezio holding a big baguette. And I remember being like, oh, right, so is it Italian? Where the fuck is the meme? Oh, see, now I can only find pictures of Arno holding a baguette, which, of course, makes sense. But there is one, man. There is one. I know, there's a cartoon. Wait, it's that guy... Oh, what's that guy? Who has a channel, and his profile picture is... I swear... It's your Italian meme. I don't know. Maybe I really am making it up, but I remember it existing. It's like this really shit edited picture. Like, it's not like a drawing or a cartoon. It's like Ezio's edited, and he's like wearing some, like, he's got like an Italian flag plastered on his chest, and he's just holding a big baguette. Did you confuse Ezio with Arno? Elva's revenge is now true. Oh, that's a good time. This wasn't even me getting it wrong. This was me... I got it right, and then I second-guessed myself based off of a dumb meme that I saw once as a kid. But yeah, I guess it's not real. I don't know. I'll have to try and find it one day. I swear, it's like Ezio with an Italian flag on him. Ah, dude. Maybe it's not. Maybe it actually is Arno. Arno French meme. No, I can't find it here either. I feel like it's a classic Assassin's Creed meme as well. Damn it, man. That sucks. That sucks. Mrs. out and kids asleep. Time for some manly gaming. Time to get in again. Time to do the gaming. James is the type of guy to write an essay about the EC when astrology class has Jupiter as a topic. Astrology class? Is that a thing? Do you take an astrology class, Mario? I did write about, I think he meant astrology. I did write about Assassin's Creed. Well, not really. I wrote about the real history, but like my mind went to it when I had to write about Holy Wars, and I got a B. So there you go. So that was good, wasn't it? That was, you know, nailed it, didn't I? I actually got a good grade in history when the teacher asked who ruled Venice, and I said Doge. Wait, you just said what? You just said that, and then she was like, "Good grade. You get a whole grade." Oh, not astrology. Fuck. Classic astrology class. Oh man, I'm so glad I have a 2-hour version of the song. It just makes my streams all the better, you know? It's great. It's really good.
Thank you for subbing.
Hey, Mild Apollo.
PogChamp.
Thank you for the 9
Rise
months.
stream when?
Tomorrow evening. Alright? It'll be tomorrow evening. At 6 p.m. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. UK time. We're going to be playing through Rise. I've done a little test. I did a little bandwidth test earlier on. So I know what, I know I can run it, and I know I can stream it, so we're good. It'll be tomorrow. It's going to be great. It's going to be good fun. Thank you for the 9 months. What time is it there? It's midnight now. I just literally turned midnight just a second. What song is this? This is called A Woman from Persona 5. I got an A in creative writing project because I rewrote the scene between Haytham and that assassin at the beginning of AC3. Oh yeah, I think I heard you say that. I wrote AC fan fiction in creative writing in year 10. That was good. Speedrun all 3 line main KH games right now. Hell yes. Let's go. It's the 17th of August. I have a video coming out today on It's Lasboy. I have a couple coming out over the next few days. And then I have the Final Fantasy 7 videos. It's great. Spider-Man on PC. I can't bother to buy it. If they sent me a code, I'd do it, but I don't really care enough. Although I'm sure modding could be fun. But I still haven't modded Final Fantasy 7 Remake, so you know. That moment when your RTX 3090 and an i9 10900K can't run Rise Son of Rome. It literally can't run it at 4K. I maxed out all the settings. 4K, max settings, everything to the max, and it got stuck at 35 frames a second. I couldn't get it to go higher. The highest one was 36. And it just sat at around 35. And I was like, fuck. That's so annoying. It must be poorly optimized, I guess. I don't know. So I just... It has, like, super sampling. So... And, like, resolution, like, scaling and stuff. So, like, it looks fine. It looks like 4K. It's just not. And it runs at 60, so it's fine. So that's good. That's good. Uncharted Marathon would be fun. I'll have to do that one day. I do want to do it one day. It's Last Boy and Laser Chance of Poppin'. They're doing well, at least in terms of uploads. I mean, my video on what's it called is Subnautica is doing well still, really well. It's gonna hit 500k soon, which is fucking insane. I've turned my knowledge of Latin language into a meme because of the critically acclaimed game Rise Son of Rome. Well, that's the best way. That's the best. What's my next big video? Don't know. I'm playing through the Transformers Cybertron series to see if I can like to turn that into a bit of a retrospective video. So but yeah. Super Sonic in 4K means you're running the game at 8K? No, the other way around. It's got 2.2, but I've got it like rendering lower. It's at 2.2 super sampling. I've got it rendering at like, I don't know, I think it's just below 1440. I'm not sure. But it's targeting 4K, so it's just like, I think it's like 60% or something. But yeah, fuck, I'm struggling to keep up with all these chat messages. I'm just gonna have to like not read them all because I know it gets annoying if I'm like not keeping up with the most recent messages in chat because Elva doesn't. It pisses me off. The Hamid,
why it didn't
9 months.
automatically do it, but Lamau.
Thank you. It probably did automatically do it, but you just had to announce it, or I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But we'll do an Uncharted Marathon sometime soon, in the next couple of weeks, I would think. Or something like that. I never played the Cybertron series, but I played Transformers 1. Oh, Transformers 1 was good. Well, I liked it at the time. I don't know if it's actually good. Maybe I'll revisit it sometime. You can run this game in a native 4K 60. I can't. It doesn't work. Well, okay, it doesn't work if I'm streaming it. That's what it is. It's because I'm, yeah, it's when I'm running OBS at the same time. That's what tanks it. If I had OBS closed, I probably could, yeah. But I have to compromise, sadly. Which sucks. Hope you're having a well enough an evening. Thank you, Captain Quack. I hope you are too. Thanks for the 1-bit, Alaric. Currently playing Red Dead 2 for the 3rd time. Seeing all this game again is amazing. I'm going to replay it soon. I've only played it through once. I'm going to replay it next year for a video. That'll be cool. But yeah. That'd be cool. Have you seen the recent Saints Row overview trailers? I think I've seen bits of them. I've not, like, watched them all the way through or anything. The game is just, like, doesn't do anything to reel me in. Like, I watch the trailers and I'm like, I'm gonna click off it. I just can't be bothered. It's just mindless. Sonic 06? Yeah, Horsey and Fox, when it comes back, we'll do Sonic 06. I just want to finish with Final Fantasy 7. I want to finish with all the 7 stuff, so that's all out the way and done, and then I can kind of take a bit of a breather, and we'll bring back Horsey and Fox, and we'll do Sonic 06. Because I think it'd be fucking funny. It's a game that, one, I think has a lot of, like, value to it that I think will be fun to go through. 2, it's broken as fuck, and that's always fun. 3, me and George have a lot of nostalgia for it, and we know the game really well, so there'll be that element of it as well, where, like, we understand the game. Like, we're not gonna have to learn it. Like, we know the game inside and out. We're gonna be playing through it and just having a laugh. I think it'll be a really good background game for a Horsey and Fox stream. I think we'll have a lot of fun with it. And I don't think we've ever actually finished it before, so it'll be fun to actually finish Sonic 06. But yeah. Alright, catch you later, Slip Clip. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Yeah, I think it'll be good for chat and stuff to just take it a bit slow and just have some fun with Sonic 06. I think it'll be good. I could edit it down, but I feel like the thing with Horsey and Fox is so much of the content comes from not the actual game, and it's us just having a laugh. And then I feel like editing it down would be tough because it's not going to be the game itself. Interesting seeing the actual game and not the fan-dub story. It's going to be interesting to revisit because I don't remember the story all that well. Because I do really remember the fan-dub more than anything. So it will be nice to revisit the game and see what the story actually is all about. I'm pretty sure I know, but I'm not really sure like who Mephiles is or like why he wants to do what he wants to do. And like what exactly Eggman's plan is, and like what is Elise, and like what's her ties to like her dad and the Chaos Emeralds and stuff. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's not gonna take a long game. No, not really. But it can take a while because it's so fucked. So it can take you a while to get through some of it because it's not easy. Like some of the later levels get really fucked because you've got like this stuff with like Shadow, and I think Silver has it too, where you gotta like walk across these like metal balls and like not hit the lasers and stuff, and the game is just fucked. So it's yeah. I was listening to your recent podcast with Tyler and Hughes. I hate the word Hughes. When went on about not being hyped for games anymore, and I realized that I'm not hyped for games anymore, as it's going to be an amazing experience, and it's going to be an amazing experience or something really, really high quality nowadays, since games have stopped coming out as often and the quality of them has dropped. Mostly, I'm now more excited for games, legit just for something to waste my time on. Want to play games, so I'm just not bored. I just think I just don't get excited anymore. I get excited when I'm playing it. Oh, that sounds weird. I'm not excited for God of War is like an example. Like I just don't care. Like God of War's coming out, it's like, alright, cool. But I don't really care that much. When it comes out, I will. I think I'm pretty confident that when it drops, I will care and I'll be hyped and it'll be really fun. But I don't know. I feel like COVID is a part of it, you know? Like, I just can't get excited for consuming content anymore. It's like, I don't know. It's really weird. But I'm also in this, like, perpetual mindset of working, too. Which is like, COVID did that to me. Like, I feel like I don't do anything anymore. I feel like my life is work, and other stuff is, like, really minor. Whereas, like, before that, I used to, like, life would be a bit more. and work would just be kind of like a part of it. But I feel like, and it's difficult to get out of that, but I feel like I am sort of doing it now. I said it on Clubhouse, is that like I've been seeing my parents a lot more, which has been nice, and you know, I've been having videos just kind of go up in the background and stuff. So I feel like I'm in a better position now than I was, but well, no, I need to suck back some water. Okay, I'll do that just for you. I'll suck back some water in my big water bottle. Oh yeah, God of War's been marketed so shit. The marketing for God of War's been a complete and utter disaster. I do not know why they've marketed it the way they've marketed it. I really, really don't. It's been really odd. They just refuse to show footage. I really don't know why. They just absolutely refuse to show footage of the game. They're like, no. Accessibility options, a fucking CGI trailer, or a recap of the first game, or a message from the developers. Like, just show us the game. Like, give us a demo. What the hell? That was the first thing we ever saw of God of War 2018, was a demo of the game playing. We got to see gameplay. So it's just really odd that they're not. I mean, I assume they'll do like an event soon and we'll get to see like a decent bit of it, but it's odd. It's really odd. Do you still live near your parents? I do. I do still live near my parents, which is nice. It's nice to live near your parents. A lot of people move far away, but I have like no reason to. So, you know, maybe one day, but I don't know. Like, we talked about this on Clubhouse as well. Clubhouse is a great podcast. You should go and pledge to patreon.com/asalways. It's a really great podcast, honestly. It's just me and Tyler just talking, but it's good, and we go through people's topics. But yeah, we talked a little bit about, Tyler did bring up like moving, like, because he loves moving around. He like loves living in vastly different places. Whereas I like have no reason to. It's not that I'd be particularly against it, I guess. I don't know. But I don't see it as like, I'm not like, oh, I really want to. I'm like, nah, I just don't care. Really, it's just never really been something that like bothers me. You know, I'm happy to live near my parents. I'd be fine living away from my parents. I don't really, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't know. Thank you for the 2 months, Alfie. Appreciate that sub. Tyler is a nomad. He does like making his life more difficult for himself. He does. And he got to a point where he made it like too difficult for himself that he had to stop living. But no, he did. He got to that point where like he was making his life way too difficult for himself, where he was like, okay, I need to stop this. This is getting obscene. Which is funny. But you know, Tyler does thrive on that. He thrives on just constantly challenging himself, like always. And challenge is a good thing for sure, but so nobody ever needs no challenge, but I think you know, different people are different, so it depends what you gravitate towards, I suppose. I've got my Saints Row Gold Edition pre-order in, of course, 3 of them. Pre-ordered 3 of them. The very little footage we have seen looks very similar to God of War 2018, and I hope it isn't just like a reskin of 2018 with a new story and map. I want like big gameplay changes, like new weapons or shit. Maybe section we play as Atreus would be cool. I think it'll be different enough. I mean, I think it'll be different in the same way Horizon was different. So I think God of War 2 will be like Horizon for Forbidden West, I would say, where it like feels so familiar yet also improves in all the places it needs to improve in. And I think if God of War 2018 is any indicator, the game should follow a similar structure of introducing new things the further through the game you get. So I imagine the start is going to play very much like God of War 2018, and I would imagine as the game progresses, they're going to add different gameplay elements that will like change things, whether that's like special abilities or new weapons or new ways of interacting with combat. So I'm pretty confident it'll be a good game. I can't imagine it won't be. I just hope that they're not struggling behind the scenes, because I do get the vibes they are. Like, I don't know. Fucking, like, Corey looks fucking haggard in some of the clips. And he's not even, like, primarily working on God of War as well. But I assume Sony have got him between the two because, I don't know, it feels like they don't know what they're doing a little bit behind the scenes. I don't know. I can't say for sure because I don't really know, but I just get vibes. I just get vibes, you know? But yeah. I would say they won't, like, downgrade your gear. I would say you'll probably just by the end of the game have gear that's so much better. I feel like there's still room for, like, Kratos to grow his power level. So I think that's the best way you can do it, is you start the game with all of the stuff you have in God of War, and then you end the game with just loads more on top of that. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, we do operate on vibe. That is true. That is very, very true. Do you watch other TV shows other than the Marvel shite? I don't even watch Marvel anymore. Yeah, I watch plenty of other stuff. I try to find stuff that's, like, uniquely good. I like stuff that's, like, not a part of a franchise or a series. I like stuff that's more like just sort of like a one-off or like a focused show. I like stuff that really, you know, tries to be a bit different, and it, like, is interesting in that way. There's obviously other, like, series that I do like. I've not seen Better Call Saul yet, although I've heard people keep raving about it, and, like, we were asked for years on fucking Clubhouse, oh, have you seen Better Call Saul? And we were both like, no. But I might have to watch it one day, because I've just heard so many good things that I'm like, probably have to give it a watch, don't I? But talking to shows, fucking Game of Thrones is back soon. Fucking House of the Dragon is out in, like, just, like, you know, less than a week, right? Which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Any recommendations? Oh god, I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head any recommendations that I would have for shows. But if I can think of any, I'll say. Doctor Who, great show. Well, not the new stuff, but the good Doctor Who. I hope House of the Dragon is good. I really, really hope House of the Dragon is good. I think I've said this before, but I think it has to be good. You know, I think it has to be good, because HBO can't afford to have a bad show again. You know, I feel like it'd be like the final nail in the coffin for them. I feel like this has got to be good. They got to prove themselves that no, we can make good stuff again. Yeah, hopefully it's got it takes itself slow, seriously, really bothers to flesh itself out, build itself up, all of that stuff. Hopefully. And we have, like, good stuff. I hope Matt Smith's good in it, because Matt Smith is, I feel like I should put chat on screen for this stream. I'm just thinking. Because I feel like, yeah. Since I am talking with the chat, he needs a win. Yeah, he needs a win. Matt Smith needs a win. He's from Northampton. He's one of my boys. I need Matt Smith to have a win. I mean, he's had The Crown, but, like, he has also been in Morbius. You know, he needs something there. George R. R. Martin has also seen the whole season and rates it. I mean, that's good. That's good. That's telling. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Seems good, one bit. I love that Twitch lets people give one bit. One bit. That's crazy. That is a thing that Twitch allows. But, like, you know, if you want to give them a penny, you can. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Didn't I say this on stream one day before, where it's like, if you went up to someone in the street, like, on stream, if you give someone a penny, they'll be like, thank you. Like, thanks for the one bit, you know? But if you were to go up to someone on the street and throw them a penny, it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you giving me a penny? Like, what? You think I want that? Think I want the penny? Like, if you, not even if you just threw it at him, if you went up to someone in the street and you went, hey, here you go. You'd be like, keep it. keep the penny. You know? Don't need it. Don't want your penny. But when you're streaming, you're like, thanks for the penny. You know? Thanks for the penny. It's weird. It's so weird. Thanks for the pennies, though, guys. Material coins are a nuisance. They are. I have a 2p, I think. I don't know how it got there. I think Elva put it there. But on my Ridge wallet, on the strap on the back that's for cash, there's a 2p in there, and I don't know. I didn't put it there. I don't use money. So I don't know how that got there. But, you know, the strap on. the strap on. Yes. I don't even use coins. Well, no, I don't use real money. I literally don't use real money. I wouldn't have done that. I didn't do it, though. It's literally on the back. Give the penny back. I'll give it back. How do I do it? If I could, I would. There you go. Have a fake bit. The Haunting of Welford Manor. My god. The classic Ridge wallet strap-on. I basically only use cash. That's crazy. I literally don't. I literally do not use cash. I've not used cash in a million years. I don't have any cash. The only real cash I have is in Ham, who's on my shelf. Other than that, I do not use. I literally don't own cash because I cannot be bothered. I only use counterfeit. I only use counterfeit. Exactly. I literally only use counterfeit. Did you buy a house or are you renting? We are not renting. We have got a mortgage, so we bought it. Although, I guess it's not that simple, is it? When you get a mortgage, because you do own it. Yeah, you do, but you also like owe money to the bank and stuff. Oh, why am I talking about mortgages on a live stream? I mean, hopefully we'll move at some point. I don't know when. I want to move. That would be great. Like, I've said it before, like, oh, we want to move, and people have been like, why? You didn't just move in? Like, no, it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years. So, you know, it's crazy. I think I was an adult, I wouldn't use cash. Yeah, I used to use cash a lot more when I was a kid, but also it was more normal to use cash back then, I guess. I don't know. If I turns up your house, hype or not, I call the police instantly. Instantly. How many years would it take you to pay back the mortgage in the UK? Well, you set it for, like, it depends. The longer you set it for, and it doesn't really matter, like, the longer you set it for, the smaller your payments are monthly. So you just set it for as long as you can, really, because it's better off for you, unless you have so much money that you can pay it off really quickly and that doesn't inconvenience you. But most people want to have their monthly payments as small as possible, so you set it for, like, the longest amount of time. So I think ours is set for, like, 40 years. That 40, not 4. 40 years. So, you know. When I turned up at the Laser's house, I went home in chains. In chains. But yeah. Yeah. I remember the vlogs. The vlogs were fun. I would like to I'd like to bring back the second channel at some point. Hopefully when we do things again. I don't know. If we do something worth videoing, I feel like we need to. But I feel like you'd have to come up with ideas to, like, do something and be like, yeah. But we don't do enough that, like, we can film everything, because I feel like when we eventually want to do something specific, we don't really want to be like, bogged down by then having to film it too. If we were like doing something totally different every single day, it wouldn't be so much a big deal to sometimes film it. But because we don't really do a lot of like major things, when we eventually do something, we're not going to want to be like, oh, get the camera out, film the whole thing, because it is a bit of a bitch to do, especially when you don't have like proper mics either, and like you can't hear properly unless you're like right up to the camera, and like, oh, it's annoying. It's annoying. We'll probably do some vlogs when Tyler comes over. Yeah, we'll probably do something. Maybe Northampton tour 2. But we'll, yeah, Northampton tour 2. And we'll try to. I'll try to take him to some nice places this time. It'll be like the opposite of Northampton tour 1. We'll take him to the nicest places I can think of in Northampton. And that'll be a video. I think that'll be cool. But yeah, I mean, when we go away somewhere at some point, we'll vlog that. That'll be fun. How much money to save your head, beard, and eyebrows? That's I don't know, like, you have to put a number on it, don't you? So, 10k? I don't know. That's a lot to do. The eyebrows is the main one for me. That's actually the thing there that would actually bother me. So I'm like, that's a lot. Daily vlogs for the advent calendar. Well, you know. Maybe. Favorite channel apart from my main one? I mean, what I have like the most like nostalgia for is probably Lasers Extra, just because I like loved that channel. But I think my favorite channel of the main one right now is It's Lasboy. I really like putting out stuff on there. Like, no matter what it is, it's just a bit of fun. Like, whether it's a playthrough of a game condensed down, or whether it's just like a clip from a stream, or whether it's just like a smaller, lower effort video that I make specifically for that channel. It's Lasboy is just like fun. It's just like a place where I don't have to really worry too much about stuff. And like last year, I was having like an existential crisis about like what content belongs on which channel, and like I couldn't figure it out. But I think I've finally figured out like what I want to do on each channel now properly. To the point where like I'm a lot more relaxed with it, but like I can also differentiate pretty clearly like what goes on which channel. Like It's Lasboy is either stream content specifically, or really low effort stuff. Lasers is anything that I've put a modicum of effort into, where I have a point to make, there's a discussion to be had, something, you know, happened in the gaming world that I have a take on or something, and I like, you know, want to edit it into an actual video that has points. So yeah, and so I like It's Lasboy a lot. It's good. Lasers Rhymes is also a good one. That's a good one, but people don't know about that one. A lot of people sleep on Lasers Rhymes, to be honest with you. So, it do be like that. It do be like that. How much to dye your hair blue and your hair pink like a Minecraft YouTuber? Ooh, I would look like a nonce if I dyed my hair blue or pink, wouldn't I? Could you imagine that if I dyed my hair fucking blue or pink? I mean, people already say I look so much like fucking Dan TDM. If I dyed my hair blue, I'd look even more like him. He had blue hair once, didn't he? Wait, am I losing my mind? He had blue hair once, right? Dan TDM. Oh, he did, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking nonce. Yeah, no, I could not do that. It would be, yeah, it'd be big fucking pedophile energy if I had blue hair. I'd do it for, I don't know, 3 grand. I don't know. My prices are high. Dan TDM's got a kid. Oh shit, sorry. He's not a nonce. Sorry. You don't want someone just calling your dad a nonce for no reason. I'm struggling to make hot dogs. What do you mean you're struggling to make hot dogs? You just do it. I've enjoyed uploading stream segments. Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of people have been like just enjoying it. Some of the comments on that AC one were funny though. There was that one where it was just a guy who was like, "Oh, you say you don't care, but you've uploaded this video to try and get views," and it's like, "Yep, that doesn't those two things don't, like, yeah, exactly. I have done that. I do not care, and I have done this just to get a few views. That is literally, you're right. Yeah, those things don't conflict. I think I got motivation back for working on projects. Talked about it on the topic thread last Clubhouse, but I need an investment. I need an investment of £12,000, but you will get double the amount back. Sound like a deal? I reckon so. It sounds like a deal to me. I'll do it. Dye hair as a charity stream goal would be epic. Yeah, I could probably do that one day. Being YouTuber dyed hair immediately gives 2017 to 2018 commentator energy and therefore pedophile energy. Like the type of nonce that is talking to a 15-year-old fan on Discord, like Call Me Carson type nonce. He didn't dye his hair though. And she was 17, alright? Kind of like Pyrocynical talking to a underage furry or whatever. That was a funny situation. But yeah, I like the new angle. Thank you. I like it too. I enjoy the new angle. You can't go from looking like Paul Joseph Watson to looking like a Minecraft nonce. True. You gotta stop at some point, don't you? The girl also into tricking cast or something. Oh yeah, she admitted to like. It was weird. It was a weird thing. She was like bragging about it. She was like, oh, you know, I knew exactly what I was doing or whatever. It's a bit weird. Like, it doesn't make what he did right, but also, like, when you talk about, like, I don't know, power dynamic or whatever, I feel like she was very much the one in control of that situation. But I can't really, like, properly comment, you know? It's just, like, you know, bits and bobs. Whatever. I don't know what's the worst look. I would definitely say Paul Joseph Watson. Where all it was I just had like slightly long hair on top and a shit patchy beard. That was the look. But you know, it do simply just be like that. It simply do. Rise is going to be fun tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that stream. I think it's going to be good. Good vibes. I think it'll be good. Good gaming. Very, very good gaming. I'm thinking as well, though, I do need to get up the podcast tomorrow. Full Pillars podcast. I wasn't there. So I don't even know what happened on it. Which is, like, the most annoying part about being the one that makes the thumbnails. Is because I said this before, and as always, making a thumbnail for these podcasts is not just making one thumbnail, it's making 3 thumbnails. And it drains me every single time I do it, because I sit there for like an hour or 2, just making these fucking thumbnails that just go in the little windows of the podcast fucking thumbnail. And yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing that I do. It's, you know. I mean, honestly, I think Carson looks like a weirdo and thus root against him. Therefore, he's a little nonce. This is my judgment. That seems reasonable. Reasonable judgment, you know? You know. I mean, regardless, Call Me Carson's still a prick. He lied about dating Katerino even though he knew it was just a meme for content. He got too attached and didn't act on it and then pretended they were the thing. When she found out, slept with his mate. Oh, yeah, true. That was a whole thing, like, that, like, eventually came out, like, about the situation, is that Carson was, like, well aware that they weren't together. And also was, like, well aware of, like, his mate asked him if it would be alright or something, and he said, yeah, it'll be, yeah, whatever. Like, obviously she still cheated on her boyfriend or whatever. But, like, other than that, it wasn't really that bad. It really wasn't that bad. Like, everyone on the internet fucking turned on Katerina. She didn't even do really anything. I don't know. She just cheated on her boyfriend, which, yeah, bad, you know? But also, I don't care, do I? You know? I don't fucking give a shit. And yeah, exactly. I think Carson did handle that very poorly. It wasn't great. But thankfully, I'm not a fucking Carson stan, so I don't really care about any of it. I think he definitely made a fucking mistake. And internet drama is fucking hilarious. Whether you're just observing it or whether you're deeply a part of it, it's always fucking hilarious. Because at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of people that don't know each other getting mad about things they don't fully understand. And it's just funny. It's just really funny. So, you know. Yeah. You're right. Having an online girlfriend is funny and a terrible idea. Unless you're me, in which case it is not. I am the exception, alright? So, if any of you do it, you cringe. But when I do it, it's okay. So, you know, that's really how it goes. But yeah. Imagine being on a gaming server where you had an online girlfriend and then had a tantrum about it. That would be so cringe. My favorite drama was Leafy X-grading under X Keemstar. Oh, that was funny. Yeah. That was funny. If I got an online girlfriend, that'd be cringe. So that's why I'm looking for an online boyfriend, yeah. See, that's not as cringe. That's not as cringe, I don't think. But yeah. Online drama is very funny. It's really funny. Like YouTube drama, Twitter drama. Twitter drama is, I think, funnier, honestly, than YouTube drama. Because YouTube drama is, like, funny in the sense that there's content, and, like, you're consuming the content from the different creators, and, like, that's a whole fun. That's, like, the funny part. But Twitter drama is funny because people are genuinely, like, mad. And it's like, you know, turn off your laptop, you know? Go outdoors? I don't know, like, who cares? You know, this doesn't matter. Fucking Discord drama? So dumb. I don't think I'll ever have a Discord again. Another fucking public Discord for my community ever again. It'll be Patreon. It'll be, you know, subscriber only. It'll be this. It'll be that. I'm never having a public fucking Discord again because people get too fucking, like, invested in you. It's, you know, it's weird. And like, people, like, hold you responsible for their lives, and it's fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. Yeah. It's so weird. And it's like, I will always remember what fucking some guy said to me. It's no point naming names, he's literally no one. But when I deleted the Discord, I remember this dude said to me, and he's like quite a prominent figure in the AC community, in their little, you know, their little circle. You know, you've got like the sisterhoods and the Access the Animuses and, you know, that sort of area. And he said to me something like, you know, you, like, have a responsibility to community. Just running away from it is irresponsible or whatever when you know, when you don't want to deal with it anymore. And it was like, that's crazy. That's a crazy take. I had 2,000 people in that server. And so many people demanding things of me. I don't have a fucking responsibility to shit. I don't have a fucking responsibility to do fucking anything. I'm a content creator. I'm just a person. I'm not an entity. I'm not a fucking child's entertainer. Like, what? I am just a person. And I make YouTube videos on video games. I made a server so people could chat to each other. I did not at any point make a server so that I could be responsible for hundreds of kids that just, like, demanded my time and demanded attention and demanded that I did something for them because they felt a particular way. It was ridiculous. And that server was incredibly toxic in the end. And it was a poor reflection of what I wanted the community to be. And so I got rid of it. And I think most people that, you know, were in there, I think have come to realize they're in a, you know, better place now. They're, like, happier. They're, like, don't have to worry about being in a fucking server that they invested so much time into and got, like, really, like, out of touch with and stuff. But yeah, it was fucking weird. It was fucking weird. Sorry, there was, like, a bunch of fucking messages that I missed while I was fucking talking shit. But yeah. Oh, the guy. Yeah, he did get ratioed by the guy. Yeah, because he got like what 3 likes, and then someone replied to him and said it's a Discord mate, and got like 100 likes or something, and it was fucking funny. That was really good. I really liked that. But yeah. Yeah, Four Pillars was like a fucking schoolyard. It honestly was at the end. Like, by the end, it was literally like a schoolyard where, like, I was like the head teacher, and the mods were fucking like, you know, part of the staff as well. And there was all these different cliques of different fucking kids that, like, you know, you got the ones that were like, get on with the fucking teachers, the ones that fucking all just stay to themselves in like the fucking Kingdom Hearts chat. You got the ones that want to epically rebel and cause trouble. And it was like, fuck me, dude, this is cringe. It's like, it had to go. And in the end, it was like the exact right decision that I deleted it. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm getting fucking stuffy. I'm gonna go grab tissue. I will be 2 seconds. I'm just gonna check on the dog. How are you, dog? Dog is good. Shut up, Mario. You literally can't get me. You're the boy that cries in general, you fucking crybaby. Elva's server's really nice, yeah, and I think she's in like a great position where she's like not gonna tolerate bullshit. She's treating it like a stream chat. Where like, and that was the thing for me, is like, to me, Discord was always an extension of the stream chat. And if someone comes into a stream chat and demands you do something, demands something of you, tells you that you're not doing something right, tells you that they don't like a particular thing that you've done, you just ban them because get out of my chat, you know? But we allowed so much, and Elva is not allowing that. She's like, no, we're not allowing people to be like that on the server. You know, enjoy yourself, have a good time, or just leave, because it's annoying. It was rough. Called me a crybaby, fatty. Say hi to your mum for me. Yeah, Alpha also isn't like present. Yeah, I don't think there's any sort of like parasocial relationship between viewers and Elva. I don't know, you never know what will happen as Elva continues to grow, physically, like, just taller and taller, you know, to my detriment, but you never know, like, if that'll change. But obviously, for me, at the start, it was easy. I could be really involved with everyone, and it was easy. Like, when we first made that Discord in 2017, I could just, you know, sit in there, chat to everyone got on, it was great. But as we got more and more people in, and people started forming these little offshoots and little groups, like, different people had different ideas about what they wanted out of the server, but they all felt a claim to it at the same time.
Tell you what, that Mario 5380 is a right troll, telling you there's a spider. There's actually a crocodile behind her desk.
Ah! You're right, it is. It's this side, though. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate the 4 months. But yeah, I think once it grew up, people, all these different people had different ideas about what they wanted for the server, and they all felt like they had a claim to it. They didn't feel like they were in my server, and when I say my, I mean the 4 pillars, but it's easier than saying they were in the 4 pillars. Well, they didn't think they were in our server. They thought they were in their server, and we were controlling their server, because they felt such a deep, strong connection to the place, because they spent so many years in it. And so when we were doing things that we wanted to do for the future of our server, they were like, no, that's bad, that's wrong, you can't do that. Like, this sucks. The mods are just taking control. Like, I want this thing, I want that thing. Let me say this. And it's like, look, it's our server, dude. Like, I'm making the decisions. I don't want you to say this. I don't want you to say that. This thing I do think is okay. This thing I don't think is okay. I think this person is being a dick, so I'm gonna ban them, you know? I don't think that should be controversial, but it was. It was controversial. Like, if I saw someone in chat and they were continuously being irritating, and if I banned them, everyone would then be like, wait, what the fuck did you do that for? Like, oh, I don't know, man. Maybe it's my fucking server. Maybe it's my fucking server and I wanted them to go because they were pissing me off. Maybe that's a good enough reason, you know? I just, oh, crazy. It's crazy. Elva's my sister. She left me. The footballer server was just, it had grown in a particular way that was too big to be managed. We tried to treat it like the good old days, but with too many people to be able to do that, and it got to a point where it was just too much. And we were too lenient, we were too forgiving of people, we let people get away with fucking murder. It was, yeah. It's too much. And people would then bring that back around. So if we tried to get a bit more strict, like most servers are, people would be like, what the fuck is going on? Too many rules. I can't do anything in here. The reason I like 4 Pillars is because I could do whatever I wanted. Now I can't. And it was like, ugh. It was just too much. I mean, Alaric, you probably didn't, like, live in the server, you know? So you probably didn't see it. Anyone that just used it casually probably was a bit confused. But the issue was the people that lived there, and it was just ridiculous. The like entitlement from people about a fucking Discord server that they didn't own and were just in. They chose to join it and then wanted to control it and were offended that we wouldn't do what they wanted us to do and said that we were bad people for that. It's like, what the fuck? Just leave. Like, I'm not going to join someone else's server and be like, well, I think you should do this and that, and because you haven't done it, I'm going to write a big Twitter thread about it. Like, you should have done this thing that I told you to do. Like, no, you don't control me. It's never going to work. You might be able to fucking manipulate other people, but not me. I'm not going to fucking fall for that shit. So it was just crazy in the end. And the more further away we get from it, the crazier it looks. And, like, the less it affects me. Because when it happened, it was a mess. I was an absolute mess. It was bad. Like, everything that happened during that fucking drama, if anybody knows about it. If you don't know about it, you're better off. But if anyone knows about it, like, I've talked about it before. It fucking destroyed me. I was just, like, I was a mess. I was like, I don't know if I can keep making videos. I don't know if I can keep doing community stuff. I don't really want to stream. I don't really want to do anything. It was so much. It was just too much. I didn't know, like, how to handle it. And I did talk to Tyler about it, and, like, obviously Tyler was, you know, good about it and was helpful, because obviously he understood to an extent, what it's like being, obviously, online and everything. Obviously, he's not as online as much as I am, but, like, he gets it, and he's able to give good advice, so, yeah, it was a rough fucking time, It was a rough fucking time. And I did do a stream soon after it happened. And, I don't know, I fucking cried on it. But that's fine. That's in the past, and that's alright. I was expecting, honestly, off the back of that stream to, like, have someone, like, clip it and put it on Twitter and be like, oh my god, fucking Lasers is fake crying because he's a bully and he can't handle the truth or something. Ugh. It's crazy. It's crazy that people think I'm fake. Like, it's so weird. Like, I've never not been completely honest with how I feel and who I am. It's just what I do. Like, I can't be fake. Sometimes I play it up a bit. I used to do a lot more than I do now, but I don't know. I've never been fake. I've never lied. I would never lie to try and save face or whatever. Like, I don't know. That's what people were saying. People were saying like, oh no, you're just like, instead of just banning the people, you're trying to save face. I'm like, if I wanted to save face, I would do what the fucking, you know, mob of people are telling me to do. You know, all these people that are like berating me, I'd just do what they wanted, wouldn't I? But obviously I think that's wrong, so I'm not going to. So, but no. See how chaotic Eddie's server became? No, because I'm not in it. Because, and this is no shit to Combros. I think they've done a hell of a job. But it's just full of people that we banned. So I don't want to be around them. I don't want to be around them. But I do think, not Sheps, because Sheps is nowhere near as invested in that as Eddie is, but I do think Eddie would be better off if he deleted it. Just speaking from experience, I know how it feels to be that deeply invested and not knowing who you can ban, who you can't ban, what rules you can enforce, what rules you can't enforce. You want to keep all those people around, and you want to keep them happy, and I know what that feels like. And I think Eddie really tries to do that a lot. You know, but I can't speak for him. But Combros does one hell of a job, taking on the load that we left behind. So, you know. But yeah. I skipped page 16 of the script. Oh no, I've messed it all up. Combros be taking loads. True. Very true. My chat isn't even used on my server. It's a haven. Yeah, true. That's another thing is, you know, not all of the problems were necessarily like on just the people there causing problems, although that was a majority of it. There was also like the way the server was run just it wasn't sustainable for the amount of people we had, and in the original days it was. But you know, we had too many mods. Mod chat became a place for like, it became like these people that we modded to do that, to like do this job for us, that, you know, were volunteers. They wanted to do it, they wanted to be part of that, and obviously I appreciate that. They all obviously became friends with each other by doing the same job in the same space, and they felt close to each other, and mod chat became almost like a mini group chat for the mods to chat in. And it was fine in the early days, because really, I had 20,000 subscribers. It was just 4 guys that wanted to make a server. We were all having a bit of a laugh. You know, community chat was just community chat. Mod chat was just a place for the mods to just chat and have a good time, because we'd never really had, like, you know, we didn't really have a space for us to speak. It's just like mods and people, like, we were all getting used to this, like, meeting each other online and being like, oh, we get along really well, and, like, you're moderating for us, we really appreciate it, and just getting on well, and, like... But after it's been 5 years and, like, yeah, you know, yeah, things change and there's way more people and it becomes a bit more professional, and we've had so many mods and there's so many conflicts of interest, and it's like, it just was not sustainable. It was just rough. And if I was ever making another Discord, I would have, like, a small handful of mods, like, people that I know are good, know I can trust, that are sort of always around, that... You know, and it's not to say I don't trust all the mods we had. I think all the mods did a great job until the end. All the ones that were still kicking by the end. And yeah, they were all good. They were all good. They all did what we wanted them to do. And if there was ever an issue, you know, they could argue with each other. But you know, if a pillar said, "Look, we want this," usually most of the time, it'd be fine. There were a couple times where we had to be like, look guys, this is our server, like, you know, you maybe just need to listen to us and just do what we say. But it was good most of the time. And I think people love to shit on mods. It's weird. People, like, if a mod makes a decision, they're like, what the fuck, mods? I'm like, you know, I told them to do that. I told them those are the rules and they're following them. So it's not the mods going out of control. It's, you know, the rules. Um, but yeah, it was a few people. My time on Discord, I've been in 2 servers that collapsed due to drama. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the drama that collapsed the server, it was the drama that, like, awakened this, like, I knew it for a while, and I've been considering it for a while. I've been, with me, all 4 of us, all 4 pillars, we've been talking to each other for a while about, like, should we get rid of the Discord, should we really change things up, do a whole reboot, like, what should we do? The drama just, like, for me, was, like, this moment where I was like, you know what, I don't need this, and I just got rid of it. So, you know. Hey Flash, welcome. As Always server is literally what it used to be. Yeah, As Always server is literally what it used to be. And there is an As Always server for patrons, which, you know, isn't us putting it behind a paywall. It's just a server made specifically for patrons, because they were like, you know, it's nice to have a place to chat, and As Always chat on the Discord was always, you know, the most chill place. And we know people, we know that people that are paying us money are not dodgy and are not going to cause trouble and are not, you know, bothersome. They're all, like, you know, people with fucking jobs and lives because they're making enough money to pledge to us fucking idiots. So we knew it'd be a safe bet. I think as the server grew, mod chat being a group chat also grew. And for myself, if I wanted to say something in the server and wanted, like, you, Jamie, or Ben, or whoever to see what I said, because you're the ones that I'm looking for responses from. And in the early days, I could say it in CC and it'd get seen by everyone, whereas later on, it'd have to be mod chat because CC moved at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Yeah, true. That's also true. And yeah, it is true. And it just kind of felt like the go-to place. It was just like, it just was the go-to place. Like, I don't know. I pay you money, but I'm a bit of a monster. A bit of a monster. It's crazy. That's the most cringe thing you've said, Flash. Every time I went to the Discord, I just felt out of place. I'd say hello and then leave. Yeah, and, like, that's the thing as well. I felt like there was a group of people that were, like, gatekeeping almost. Not mods, just members. And we didn't know how to deal with it. It was like, you know, someone would join the server or something, and they'd, like, at them immediately and ask them a question, like, something really dumb. And it was like, in my head, I'm like, oh, you can't do that. Like, you know, ask them, like, you know, what's your favorite type of fucking moose penis or something fucking dumb. And it was like, you know, just be nice, dude. Like, why are you being so cringe? And, like, looking back on it now, it's so obvious we should have just banned them. But at the time, we were like, oh, they've been in the server for, like, 3 years. They're, like, a long-time community member. Can we do that? And it's like, yeah, 100% you can. 100% you can do that. If someone's just talking shit and being cringe and just fucking, you know? It's so weird. And if you said to people, like, please don't do that, they'd just start then, like, being fucking pedantic and, like, being like, well, there's, you know, this and that, and and it's like, oh, just shut the fuck up. Just do as you're fucking told or get out, man. Like, so weird, so weird, so weird. It was just the worst. It was just the worst. You should have charged unbans $5. Nah, people would have paid it 100%. As much as they said they hated us, they'd have paid it. Sorry, I'm just taking over. Yeah, it really was a time, and it was bad for a while. And it took me that drama to just realize, gotta get rid of it. Gotta get rid of it. And in the end, it turned out well. I have a question for you, though, chat. I have a question for you. And your answers don't really matter, because I will make a decision anyway. However, I've been participating in this ads incentive program that Twitch does, right, for a couple months, which just adds a sort of, they pay you for streaming a certain amount of hours, and running a certain amount of ads per hour, right? And every month it's gone up, like they've offered more. And this month they've offered like quite a bit more. And I'm gonna do it, obviously. But I'm wondering if I should up the amount of ads. And I know, like, ads are annoying. I know that. And I do wish Twitch would change the way they do ads. But, like, it's... To me, I'm looking at it, I'm like, that would be a substantial amount of money to, like, have. So I'm like, currently I do 1 ad per hour. And so I'm like, you know... The options are 1 minute of ads per hour, 2 minutes of ads per hour, or 3 minutes of ads per hour. I don't really want to go all the way to like 3 minutes per hour, really. Like I feel like that's too much. As much as like it would be, you know, the most money, do 3 minutes, it would be really funny. But I'm thinking, you know, I could do 2 minutes. Also, most people that watch me are subbed as well. I feel like most people that watch me are subbed, or at least watch me regularly enough that it matters. So it's one of those things where it's like, does it matter that much? I don't know. I was just thinking about it. I text Elva, and Elva was like, just do 3 minutes. Just fucking do 3 minutes. Just do all of it. Make the money. And I'm like, yeah, that's a reasonable argument. But I was wondering how much it would annoy you as a viewer. Like, how much would it bother you? I mean, because I don't personally mind ads, but I'm, like, a YouTuber. And for me, like, there's a YouTube, like, there's a culture on YouTube of watching ads. Alright, catch you later, Zach. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you're just traveling, yeah, I guess I could pick the right time, but it has to be like 3 minutes of ads an hour. Like they automatically set it for you, and you have to try and hit that. All right, so you've set it. You've done a poll. Right, there is a poll, which is like obviously like if you're gonna pick which do you prefer if you're watching a stream, it would be 1 minute, but you know, it's more annoying getting an ad when you just click into a stream, but getting one like an hour in during a stream isn't that annoying. Yeah, I actually agree with that. I do agree with that. I think when I click on a stream and there's an ad, that pisses me off. Like I actually sometimes would click off. But if I'm already watching a stream and I get an ad, even if it's like 3 minutes worth of ads, I'll just tab out, do something else for 3 minutes, and then I'll just come back and keep watching. Yeah, they don't really bother me that much when I'm already there at the stream. But I think as well, like, coming from YouTube, I sort of, like, just, you know, I just watch ads, it's normal, but I feel like people on Twitch don't like it as much, I don't know. So, we'll see what the poll, we'll see what wins the poll. I mean, so far, 3 minutes is winning by a lot. Obviously, there's not a lot of people that have voted, it's only got 15 votes so far, so that's, you know, not really that telling. Although, to be fair, most of my streams don't get that many people at them anyway. But yeah, like on my main channel on YouTube, I have all of my ad settings turned on because that's where I make the most of my money. But on its Lasboy, I don't have the unskippable ads one turned on just because it's a smaller channel, and like growing that channel and having people actually watch your content to me is more important than making money. So that's just why I changed it. I'll probably eventually will add it on at some point. I generally hate long ads, to be honest. Like with YouTube, you have like 2 15-second unskippable ads, and that really pisses me off. Yeah, I think it's like when you like, I don't know. With YouTube, really isn't that bad. 2 is a good balance as someone who doesn't have to watch them anyway. Yeah, you don't have to watch them anyway. That's true. Yeah, YouTube's not as bad the way that it does it. I think the ads are less, and also, yeah, you don't miss the content. Yeah, so I'm just like, 3 minutes is a lot. 3 minutes is a lot per hour, I do think. And I think I'd be comfortable doing 2 if people aren't too bothered. It tells you when they run, right? Yes. I can delay ads as well. So like if you can snooze them for 5 minutes. So if there is like a major moment happening in a game, I will snooze the ad usually if I can remember to, so that it doesn't play over the most like a big part of the game. And although, you know, 3 minutes of ads has won that poll, which not a lot of people voted in, I still don't know if I would want to do it. I feel like I could comfortably do 2. I could justify that. I used to only run like 30 seconds of ads an hour. But after this ads incentive thing came in, the lowest one is a minute, and I just went for the lowest one because I was like, okay, we'll do the lowest one. We'll see. You know, it hasn't changed anything. Like viewers are the same. It's no different. So I'm thinking, well, if it's no different, I could up it to 2 minutes, and we'll see if it changes anything. The good thing about it, though, is the more ads you play next to each other, the longer it turns off pre-rolls for, which is a good thing. So that's cool. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll up it to 2 minutes. This will start in September as well, but I'll up it to 2 minutes. And if that goes well and people don't mind too much, then maybe we'll consider pushing it. But I don't know. If they give me like a big price raise as well, like a big like raise in money there as well, in revenue, then I would definitely consider it more. So I'll just monitor it and see what happens. But I reckon we'll stick with we'll go to 2 minutes then. I think guys gonna head out. All right, Magician. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. J Magician, truly do. Who's Elva? She's my sister. Do you think I could trick a polygraph test? If someone asked me who's Elva and I answered it, do you think I could trick it? I think I could say it. Like, do you think I could? I wonder if I could. Do you ever wonder that? Like, is there something you could lie about? Where you're like, could I reasonably do this? It's easy. You just need to keep your heart rate down. I've tested this. You've tested it. You said it so many times it might work. I mean, polygraphs suck. Notoriously. Do they really? But I feel like I can feel it when I lie. Like, when I lie and I'm aware I'm lying, I can feel that I'm lying. Like, you can feel it in your chest. I'm like, oh, I lied. Like, I know that I lied just there. Even if it's like, because I was just thinking about it when I just answered that question. When someone was like, who's Elva? And I said my sister. I'm like, I could feel, like, even though it's a joke and it doesn't matter, I could feel it that I'm lying. Like, that was so weird. And it's like this just little like bit of anxiety where I'm like, oh, I'm aware that I lied there. I'm like, could I trick a polygraph test? I don't know. You just believe you lie. Say you lie with your chest if you were to speak the truth. Lying is easy but a bad habit. I mean, I think I'm a good liar, but you know. She's my sister. That is true. I mean, there are like several famous criminals who got taken in for polygraphs and escaped justice because they kept cool under pressure. Really? I always thought it was hard. They make it out like it's like a lie detector test is like impossible to trick. But I don't know. This is why Jeremy Kyle is bad. That's why Jeremy Kyle is bad. That's specifically why. I think myself as an incredibly good liar. As a kid, I just lie for no reason to see if people would believe me, and that made me very confident in my ability. That's worrying. Morons for cancelling Mindhunter, 100%. I'm with you. How rich is Ezio? This rich. In my area, I learned that a guy got arrested for enslaving kids with disabilities. Enslaving? What? Blimey. The hell? Hello from Bavaria? I'm your biggest Bavarian fan. I'm sure you are. I'm very, very sure you are. There are conspiracy theorists who say there are time travelers from the future who have been able to fool lie detectors because they believe the lie themselves. What? Try removing with disabilities and see how much less you feel for them. Cool science experiment. Wait, what? What do you mean? That doesn't even make sense. Does it? I don't know. In my area, I learned that a guy got arrested for enslaving kids. Just take off the disabilities, but just enslaving kids. Yeah, you know what? I don't care. They need to feel more for them. Oh, no. Truth is objective. Is it though? Is it though?
No stealth. I come in with the boys and
Alex!
raid that shit.
Welcome in. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in, gamers. Thank you very much. Can I get a shout out, mods? Would appreciate. What are we doing? What were you gaming? Final Fantasy 14, of course. But of course. If I could time travel, where would I go? Mario's mum's house. I wouldn't even time travel. 5 minutes ago. Mario's mum's house, 5 minutes ago. No, I don't know. Where would I go? That's a good question. That is a good question. Where would I want to go? I would go see George Washington, unironically. Renaissance Italy. Ancient Rome. Where would I go? I would love... a lot of people say, well, I'd rather go to the future because we don't know what it would look like. But I would rather go to the past because I just want to see what it would look like. Because, like, you see it in films and you see it in paintings and stuff, and it's like, I want to actually go there. Like, I want to go to, like, medieval England. Just, like, some random fucking town in medieval England. Just see what normal people looked like. Like, what it looked like in general. Like, that'd be fun. That'd be fun just to see it. What if you went to the future and everything was dead? That's actually really terrifying that you would say that. That's actually... that'd be scary. Imagine you exited your time machine and everything was dead. And the world was just in ruin. That would be terrifying. And you have no idea what caused it. "5 minutes ago, alright, I'm home, then you little runt. Prepare to get hit by my baseball bat and long claw sword." Well, I said 5 minutes ago so that you wouldn't know. 5 minutes ago, you wouldn't have known what I was doing. So, and I'm quick, you know. Quick work, make quick work of it. I'll be in and out before you even know it. Yeah, we're pretty scary to go in the future. That's why I could never do it. Though I suppose you could find some record of what happened. You could avert it. But you shouldn't know, right? Because bad to change time. Or is it, in real life, is it actually bad to change time? You know? I don't know. That would be pretty scary. What does that mean? No, I mean, like... No, but I mean, if time travel was... Because in the movies and stuff, it's always bad to go back in time. Like, if you travel back in time, or, like, forward in time, or do anything, you're not supposed to change time, right? Like, there's a set course of events, and you're not supposed to change it. Every time travel story is about when you change something, everything's bad and wrong. And I guess the reason they do that is because you have to, again, make it feel part of our reality. So it's like, well, they have to change it back to normal, right? But I guess in real life, if it were to happen, you could do whatever the fuck you wanted and change it. And then everything would be good. It'd be cool to go, like, wander around like a post-apocalyptic fucking, you know, place and be like, oh, wonder what happened here. Not even, you know, try and figure out what happened. Figure out the mystery. And then you go back to the present, you fix it. You're gonna summon the Reapers, you gotta let your dad die. Oh no. Father's Day, it gets me every time. Fallout sucks. Well, yeah. Wow, Fallout 4 sucks. Don't you dare speak ill of Fallout 3. Just go to Detroit. Ouch. What if you travel back in time but find out you're the person who shot your dad in the kneecaps at 17 years old, which left him paralyzed for life, and you don't do it? You and your siblings disappear from existence because your dad would never have met your mom in the hospital. Oh. Father's Day is one of the best episodes of Doctor Who. Easily. 100%. The character work is impeccable. It's fantastic. It's in my top 5, for sure. It's definitely in my top 5. On the right day, I could say Father's Day is my favourite episode of the show. I think it encapsulates everything I love about Doctor Who. The character work, the companion focus, the real people, like, showing humanity. The Doctor and his, like, love of people, and the fact that he's willing to stop and help people that need his help. Like, all of those things, I think that it's just a really good isolated story. You know, I like the Reapers. I think the Reapers are a cool concept, and I think they give the episode like a means to happen, and I think it's, you know, have a reason to stay in the church, because how else would you get them in the church? And I feel like a good part of the episode is that they're all stuck in the church, like the way that there's just like these pockets of humans all around the world that are just like surviving like they are, sort of thing, because everyone's being wiped out. I like that concept. I like the Reapers. I also think they look cool, so I enjoy that. They've never used them since, and somehow that's never ever happened again. Like, changing a fixed point, like, was bad, and it caused the Reapers, but then, like, you know, it's happened so many times since, and the Reapers never showed up. But that's fine. Doctor Who continuity is a mess, and that's completely alright. But yeah. You should rewatch Father's Day. It's really good. They look stupid. No, they look cool. I love them. They're like big gargoyle bat things. I love them. I'm a big fan of the Reapers. My little cousin was on a Doctor Who episode. Really? Is the 2100s going to have quick technology development like the 1900s, and so far the 2000s is such a disappointment? Not really though. It's like it's we've like developed more in the 2000s than we did through like the same amount of time in the 20th century. But it's just because it's like iterating on things we already have. It's not like inventing the microwave, like it, you know. But the development is crazy. Like, you look at phones in 2000 and phones in 2022, it's like it's crazy. You know? I've actually got so many dreams I have to submit to Full Bloods. Oh, yeah, dude. Tyler hates it, yeah. Tyler hates the dream segment. He needs to, he needs to get over it, and you need to submit your dreams. Well, I think you're right. In the 1900s, they invented more new things. Like, you know, they invented, you know, well, the car was like invented before the 20th century, right? It was just like developed properly. But yeah, like more things were invented, but technological advancement just in general, we've done more. Like, the advancement we have now is more than we had in the 1900s. It's crazy how quickly we advance technology. Because we're not inventing brand new things. Like, what else can you invent? I don't really know what else you would invent. You know? I guess no one does. And I'm sure we'll still see new inventions. But I think what we do now is we really work to streamline every single thing that we have. So it's like making cars better, making planes better, making, you know, televisions, phones, all sorts of technology, cameras, making all of that better. Just all sorts of things. Just all sorts of, like, little tiny things. Just making the quality of life for everything so much better. But, you know, I suppose it's like there was the invention of the wheel, and then they spent a lot of time streamlining it. But it would be interesting to go back to the 1900s and for someone to ask me that same question, like, what could we invent? Would I come up with a plane? I don't know. Like, would I come up with, you know, these other things? Like, would I come up with a microwave? Like, I would. I don't think I would. So it's like, it's interesting because you never know what you could invent. I would not like to go back to the 1900s. Well, you know, yeah. So where would you go in time, Jamie? Well, somewhere much further back, right? Where everyone was like, you know, not homophobic. Trains were invented before bikes? Really? We're just like Terminator made me scared of AIs like Skynet for a while. I didn't watch Terminator until I was an adult, unless you mean you were an adult and just like the concept was scary. But yeah. You can walk around like you own the place. I watched that episode yesterday. It was funny. That is still the funniest thing the Doctor has ever said, I think. Well, it's not. Not with the Chibnall era included, but, you know. It is funny. Writing off racism by saying, well, you know, I just wander around and no one's ever, like, you know, been racist to me before. That's, you know, what are you talking about, Martha? I'm literally an alien that looks like a white, straight male human. But it's never been a problem for me, so you're an idiot. And then the episode proceeds to like prove him right as well. He's like, look, Martha, there's 2 black women, so you're wrong, you idiot. You thought they were racist in the 16th century? No, because there are 2 black people right there, so Martha, you're dumb, right? You're an idiot. It's a weird episode. I do like the episode, but there are some moments, you know, you got like good old JK at the end, which is terrific. Is really terrific. I love that the Doctor is a time traveler who knows that JK Rowling ends up being like a raging fucking transphobe. But but he still loves her for some reason. Like he's aware. He's a time traveler who knows. Unless that's just his blank spot in his time traveling. He's just never been like that far forward to a point where like he knows what she becomes, or not becomes, but reveals that she is, which is like a bit weird. And he's like, he loves Harry Potter. He's like, oh, imagine wait till you read book 7. I cried. But yeah. JK Rowling, she just hates trans people, really, at the end of the day. That's what it boils down to. She's just a turf. That's basically it. She really is. Dun, 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 dun. Andrew Tate is gonna get cancelled soon. Isn't he already, like... Fucking... What a nutcase. Yeah, it's one of those things you can't really cancel him because what are you gonna do? Be like, oh, you're doing a thing that you have always done. Cancelling only works if it's a good person and you dig up something in their past that they regret. Then you can cancel them for it. But you can't, like, you know? Like, you can't cancel Donald Trump because that's just who he is, you know? So, like, you can't really, yeah. It's like, it's why back in the day, I couldn't be cancelled because I just was a cunt. But now I'm not a cunt. You can bring up when I was a cunt and it will work because I'm a different person now. It only works if you're, you know, it only works if you're a changed person from who you used to be when you did something bad. That's the only way that you can really do it. Because if you're still just bad, you can't cancel Katie Hopkins. Like, because she's always been a cunt. And people are not going to change their minds on her. It's like, the people that like her, they're not going to be like, oh, I had no idea. They'll be like, no, I knew that. That's why I like her. You know? Yeah, it's like, yeah, you can't... yeah. It's like, you can't cancel Andrew Tate and say, oh, guys, did you know he is a misogynist? Everyone will be like, yeah, we know. He's openly a misogynist, yeah. That's why I like him. Like, it's, yeah. It's weird. Have you seen that video of the teacher, like, really upset because some 11-year-old in her class was being horrible to his fellow classmates because he'd been watching Andrew Tate? Fucking scary shit. Oh my god. An 11-year-old? Oh my god. He needs to be stopped. Like, he actually does. Like, he's, you know, Tyler said on the Clubhouse, and it's like a point that I just think doesn't matter. Is Tyler was like, no, I think it's just a character. I'm like, well, it doesn't make it okay, though, you know? I don't think that's, like, I don't think it's an important distinction to make, because whether it's a character or not, if you continue to act like that and peddle it as genuine, then you're still causing a lot of harm, and you're harming young men and boys, like, by telling them the shit that is not how you should be living your life. So it's like, you know, if I, like, we all know that I'm not fucking, I don't know, you know, I'm not transphobic, right? But if I were to start, like, saying transphobic shit all the time and pushing that on people and be like, no, you need to believe this. I think there's some real validity to this claim, but it's all an act. It doesn't matter if it's an act, because it looks real, and I'm making points that are like, you know, I'm trying to convince people of something that I don't believe in. Just because I don't actually believe it doesn't, you know, doesn't make it alright. So it's crazy. I genuinely don't think Andrew Tate is a character. I don't. I think he's genuine. I think he genuinely believes his own bullshit. I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I don't know the guy. But from what I've seen, any of the clips I've seen, it just doesn't, to me, it doesn't come across like an act or a character. It comes across like he's just a piece of shit. And I fucking hate every single clip that pops up. It's the worst shit. Ben got roasted by... Really? What happened? Which Ben? That's really crazy. He did a never watched Game of Thrones thing, like his never watched Star Wars thing. Wait, that's Andrew Tate? Wait, he did the never watched Star Wars thing. No, he didn't. Wait, what? Is that not a different person? Wait, really? Oh my god. I had no clue that was the same dude. Wow. That's so weird. I didn't know that. Wait, so... and I replied to him with never been a multimillionaire. Maybe you're missing out on the greatest show of all time, etc., etc. Attached a picture of Ben with a big fucking greatsword. He quote tweeted and made fun of his looks. Oh, that's so sad. That's crazy though, because yeah, I remember seeing that tweet. Wow, it's the same person. What the fuck? That's so weird. He's only come around to me now, like in the past couple weeks. And it's been like, you know, he's just kind of been blowing up. I guess it's through TikTok, right? But I can easily see how men would want to believe it as well, like the stuff that he says. And they feel justified and vindicated that someone who's really rich and successful is saying the stuff that, you know, they can just easily just slip into. And it's bad. It's just bad, especially on an app like TikTok, where TikTok's algorithm is better than YouTube's, but at the same time worse. It's better for the creator because literally no matter who you are, you could get promoted to literally everybody on the app. But what that does is... Oh my god. A woman just finished. Wait, no. I can't have this play. I'll get copyright. What should we play? Kugane Day. But yeah. I think people just like being able to be a victim when all our lives are shit, to just be able to place blame somewhere. Which I think has seen a right-wing extremist boom since COVID. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If you're single or don't have any money or women, you can get sucked into it. Yeah, probably. Like, you gotta find success somewhere, I guess. And you can find success in being a misogynist. I don't know. I just think he's so, like... There's a line for me when, like, someone being ridiculous goes from, like, funny to, like, worrying. And I just think Andrew Tate is, like, considerably damaging. And I just can't find it funny. Although what he's saying is ludicrous. If he had, like, no backing and he wasn't successful and he was just a guy saying dumb shit, it'd be funny to me. But because he has such a backing and he has such a fan base and he has so many people, it's worrying. Because it's like, fuck, that's not, you know? This shouldn't be allowed. I don't know how this sort of, like, behavior is allowed. It's weird. Really not good. If he was shouting into the void like Tobuscus, it'd be more funny. Yeah, because Tobuscus is not like, yeah. Because Tobuscus is just like appealing to people who are already ignorant. But Andrew Tate is actively turning people to his side. It's like he is like the new Ben Shapiro. In that Ben Shapiro grew and he turned people to like that mentality. People, like, he started, you know, people would just be like, oh, you know what, you're right. That's a good point. Like, I'm gonna, like, you have owned that 17-year-old with facts and logic, Ben Shapiro. I'm on your side. And Andrew Tate is sort of doing a similar thing in the, you know. But yeah, Tobuscus is the, like, the Winona Ryder of YouTube. Screaming into the void. In my opinion, Andrew Tate is just a character, and of course it's not okay for him to say it, but I feel like his goal is just say the most outrageous shit, so we talk about him. So in a way, we're enabling him by talking about him. We should just ignore it. Also, I don't think anyone watches his videos and agrees with them. No. You're wrong. He is not a complete nobody that's just talking to no one, and the only people talking about him are people detracting. There are so many people that support him and believe him and feel the same way and do what he says. He has too many people that do follow him and do believe what he says. So it's rough. It's rough. And whether he's a character or not, you know, he's still peddling that shit to people. It's really bad. And he knows what he's doing too. So it's not like he's playing a character and it's for comedy and like everyone's following it and then you come out and you're like, oh, no, guys. I was making fun of this. This is not, I don't actually believe this. Like, you know, whether he believes it or not, he's aware of the, like, what he's doing, the impact he's having. Hey, I'm going to a new school in a couple of hours. Do you have any tips for high school? I hated school, so I don't know. Just, you know, vibe. Don't worry too much about. Don't worry too much about being the like, you know, doing like. School isn't everything, so you don't need to worry too much about this. This is like bad advice, but like, I don't know. Do your best in school. Socialize with people, have a good time, vibe. Be nice and respectful, because not enough kids in high school are respectful to each other and just nice people. Everyone kind of is out to get each other. Be nice to your teachers, yeah. Just be a kind person, you know. Be a kind person, I think. At school. Nowhere else, just at school. I myself went through a phase of, this guy's extreme, but he's successful, and some of what he says is motivational. Wait, really? Like, the genius of Tate is that he's successful. He did come from nothing, and he does have points that make sense, but once you start taking what someone is saying as an authority, the more niche views start to slip into your mind. Yeah, true, exactly. That's the way you do it. And that's probably why he's successful. He's good at that. I generally don't think I've ever gotten back to being as happy as I was during high school. Yeah, but you will. You will get there. You need a goal. You need something. You need something to just keep you, to make you feel good. You know, I think a lot of people can feel a bit weird when they leave school or whatever. But I hated school, so as soon as I left, I was a million times happier. You know. put in interviews and stuff when I was gaming. That's so crazy. I don't think I can listen to him speak. I think a lot of these people are extremely good at talking, and their points do make sense at face value, which is why it's so hard to combat. Yeah. But it's mainly because they make points in the context of... Is that a fucking fly? Get the fuck out, man. I don't know. But yeah, I think they make their points from the point of view that no one is actually coming. Like, it's the same thing Ben Shapiro does, where like, what he's making sense makes sense, but then you realize who is he actually arguing against, though, because no one actually holds the opinion he's arguing against, you know? And it's like, yeah, it just becomes a bit weird. Oh, you missed all. I didn't really say much. I just said you'll get there. I think I literally just said, like, you'll get there. You'll be alright. You just gotta find something to live for. You gotta find something to keep you going. You gotta find something to make you wanna, like, you know, I don't know, when you're in school, you're living for, like, you know what your purpose is, like, it's to do school, and then all of your free time is whatever the fuck you want to do, and, you know, it's comfortable, and you know, so you have to just find something that makes everything feel worthwhile, like a reason to get up in the morning. Like, what reason do you have to wake up in the morning? If you don't have one, find one, whatever it might be. Just find a reason that makes you happy to get out of bed in the morning. Or in the middle of the afternoon, if you mean. Is the title clickbait? I am aware. The title comes across like Elva has left me permanently. I can tell you, if she did, I would not be streaming. I would be hanging from the ceiling. So yeah, no, she's just gonna visit her family. I just have really badly titled the stream. This music is getting a bit too aggressive. I'm going to change to Gridania Night. I feel like the music's a bit too much for me. It reminds me of climbing that tower in Kugano. So, you know. Sounds good, Mario. I'm with you. Yeah, I was about to say the title and coming into a combo about live or deep and shit, bro. Oh, no. Yeah, don't worry. We're fine. Sora is what ultimately matters. True. Sora is what matters. He is here with me, for me, my friend. And he's asleep, I think, still. He sleeps all the time now. He's so well behaved now. He hasn't caused any problems. He's just great. Good vibes. Good guy. So that's good. I feel like I should wrap up soon. If Elva left you, I'm sure she'd take Sora with him. I'm sure she'd take Sora with him. So you'd be truly alone. I would not let her take him. I wouldn't let her. I would get rid of her. She would be removed. I would keep the house and I would keep the dog. Alright? Not allowing it. I would not allow it. Abul's woke moralist will see you cancel too. I fucking love that. I love that so much. It's because you stole his balls. I know, it's just sad. Elva left me, but we're about to tackle Chaos Garden in Final Fantasy XIV. Let's go. I love Chaos Garden. It's my favorite. Oh my god. I saw a Shiba on a glacier today. What? What does that mean? Oh, should we have a look at my AI-generated titles for this week? I forgot that this is a thing that I can look at. And we can see what YouTube thinks I should have as my thing. Here we go. This is for It's Lasboy. So the first one is the history of violent video game controversies. Particularly, they're violent video game controversies. The controversies aren't about violence in video games. It's the controversies themselves were violent in nature. People got aggressive. Is God of War 2005 still good 17 years later? Oh no, this is for lasers. This is for lasers. There you go. That's good. That's, you know, that is something that I could title a video, to be fair. There's the fly. There's the fly. Wait, I can get it. Never mind. I didn't get it. Is that video ideas for you? Yeah, it's based on my channel and stuff. That like vidIQ just gives you like generated ideas. It's really weird. The Lasbo ones are funnier, I think. Under Night is one of the most underrated games of all time. What the fuck is Under Night? Oh, yeah. Looks it. This is one of the most underrated games of all time. It's a fighting game. Wow. That's incredible. Can I switch? How do I switch? I don't know. Give me a sec. I'm going to try to switch to my other account. Do I check it's on vidIQ dashboard? And then I go... don't I have it here? I swear I like have it somewhere. Just log out. And I'll log in with a different account. Lasers Live. There we go. Can I do it now? Reload. Let's try it now. Yes, here we go. Nextlander checks out Hitman 3's latest map. Who the fuck is Nextlander? It's me. I'm Nextlander, everybody. I check out Hitman 3's latest map. The fuck? Valkyrie Elysium is made by a Tencent studio. That's my video. When I play through Valkyrie Elysium, I'll name the video this, and it'll just be my experience with the game. This will be the name of the video. Resident Evil 2 Classic is survival horror at its peak. That's not even that bad. I had some funny ones before. I had some funny titles before, but I'm not getting funny ones now. These aren't funny. Oh, I tell you what could be funny. That's not the right. There we go. Let's change it to hang on. Let's change it to It's Lasboy VODs, because I think that'll probably be quite funny. Wait, no, I won't let me. Oh, it won't let me. That's so dumb, because it's like not the automatic channel settings. Yeah, I want to remove this channel. And then if I go Lasers Live. Wait, what? It's not even on here. Is this not it? Oh, this is it. Let's reload. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. Do it for rhymes. Oh, that'd actually be a really good one. We should do that. Let's do it for rhymes in a sec. Here we go. This is... Okay, here we go. Bit chilly, ain't it? First time. Subnautica Below Zero, part 2.1. Stream 14th of February 22. Part 1 of 2. Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That's it'll be funny. Changes cameras from top right. Fuck. I got copyright claimed again. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. View prediction. High fire emoji. It's gonna be high. Cuteness overload. Stray Part 1. That one wasn't very funny. Okay, let's change to... Let's change to Lasers Rhymes, and let's see. what we get for Lasers Rhymes. I can only imagine the stupidity. This is not going to understand. I don't even know what it's gonna do. That channel is fucked. Lasers Rhymes. Okay. Lasers Rhymes, here we go. Luxie is cracked at code names. Stupid Johnny Akiba saves the match. Armstrong gets tired of Sam interrupting his videos. I mean, they could be... I mean, you know... they could be Lasers Rhymes videos. They definitely could be. You know, I don't see why not. Oh, I'm not even signed into Lasers Rhymes right now. The stupid Johnny Akiba. Who the fuck is Johnny Akiba? He saves the match. He saves the match. You don't understand. Make those videos. I should do it one day. I should like make a video where I'm like making generated videos or something. I don't know. They will fit with rhymes. Yeah, true. True. Oh my god. But yeah, it is nearly 2 AM. I reckon we wrap things up. I'm going to be live tomorrow, like I said, with Rise, Son of Rome. At about 6 PM. 6 PM tomorrow, UK time. I'll be live with Rise, Son of Rome. We're going to play through the whole game. We'll have some drinks. We'll have some gaming. We'll have some good times. Look, you just shouldn't be working on the day when I'm playing Rise, Son of Rome. So, really, this is your fault for not having a day free to play it, to watch the Rise, Son of Rome stream at the end of the day. But, yeah, we'll be live tomorrow, 6 PM. I should still be going by the time you're done, yeah. I think the game is about 4 to 6 hours. But we'll do that. That'll be fun. So tomorrow night... do you know what I might do? Should I do that now? Maybe. I was thinking about watching Advent Children now and making it into a video now. Because I have nothing else to do. I might. But obviously I can't stream that because it's copyright. But, yes, tomorrow night we'll have a big stream. Rise, Son of Rome all the way through, so don't miss that. That'll be good around 6 PM. I have a video going up tomorrow on It's Lasboy. So watch that. It's I think it's just just a bit from a stream where I was talking about YouTube being a bit rough to do sometimes, because I thought it'd make for like a nice little post. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on stuff. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, you know, I'm gonna finally get to see what all the hype is about with Advent Children. I'm gonna get to see if it's actually bad or if it's actually good. I don't know. We'll see. I wonder what I'll think. I bet I'll think it's bad, honestly. Who knows though? We'll find out. It's gonna be difficult to like judge it in the moment. I think to be like, is this good or is this bad? Like I just can't tell. It's gonna be moving so quick. It'll be one of those things where like I have to react to it, and then when it's finished, be like, okay, here's what I thought, sort of thing. You see you made a video about it, and then the analytics tell you to kill yourself. Well, that's what they're known for, isn't it, at the end of the day? It's fine. Alright. We'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just see what it's like. You should continue with Kingdom Hearts. I still need to finish Kingdom Hearts 1 for this video I'm working on, but one day. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for Rise, Son of Rome. I really need an ending stream, because this is what I have still. I think it would be good if I had an ending screen so I could switch to it. We'll use this one for now. It's not even the right Twitter app, and there's a Discord link. It says Discord link below. We're good at what we do. This is great. This is good fun. Is the stream is delayed as fuck. The stream is really delayed. What the hell? Is anyone else noticing that? Wait. Hang on. Let me check. Wait. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. I was just delayed. That was so weird. I thought it was, like, super delayed. It's not as... I thought it was delayed by, like, a whole minute. It's not. We're fine. That was so weird. I thought it was super delayed. Don't worry about it. All right. Oh, but it is for you. Maybe it is your internet. I don't know. How long does it take me if I hold my hand up? 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds. It's 3 seconds on mine. But yeah, I don't know. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the stream. Catch you later. Bye-bye, everybody. See you soon.